Accept truth when you see one. Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. It is August 16th, 2009. The place is Berlin, Germany, the venue of the World Athletics Championships. 8 men reported to the starting line of the finals of the men's 100 meters, a race that was billed as the high point of the games. Dwayne Chambers, Britain; Mark Burns, Trinidad; Daniel Bailey, Antigua and Barbuda; Usain Bolt, Jamaica; Tyson Gay, USA; Asafa Powell, Jamaica; Darvis Patton, USA; Richard Thompson, Trinidad and Tobago. The world record for this event was 9.69 seconds, set by Bolt from the previous year 2008 Olympics. All eyes are on Bolt, expecting another record. His nearest rival was in the lane next to him, Tyson Gay of the United States, and many hoped that Gay would be the spoiler. The gun goes off, and Bolt is out in front from the start. He leads the other 7 athletes as participants in the fastest race in the history of world athletics. A new world record was carved in the pages of athletics. The final placing, Bolt 9.58 seconds, world record. Tyson Gay 9.71, Asafa Powell 9.84. Wow. That was fun, just sharing that bit of history with you. Incidentally, the world record still stands 16 years later and will be around for quite some time unless a miracle happens. Did I say miracle? That's strange. That's exactly what I want us to talk about. God is a miracle worker. He's performed numerous miracles that are recorded in the Bible and many more since then. But would you know that there are some folks, some of whom you might know, who are 100% convinced that God has retired from the miracle business? Can you believe it? Listen to this. When Jesus was here on earth about 2,000 years ago, scholars noted that there are about 37 miracles that Jesus performed that are recorded in the Bible. I don't know which is my favorite, but for this chat, can I just highlight the one involving Lazarus? Jesus was told that Lazarus was sick and that he should come. This was not a call to visit his sick friend and give him cheerful words. The folks wanted Jesus to come and heal the brother. Jesus turned up, but much later. In fact, 4 days after Lazarus was buried. Let me explain. Back then, it was the custom to bury the dead the same day that they died, or at least the very next day. Jesus turned up 4 days after Lazarus was properly buried. On day 4, Jesus did the unthinkable. Without drama or histrionics, Jesus stood outside the sealed tomb and prayed a simple prayer. Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out! The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. John 11 verses 41 to 44. Let me stop here and ask you a question. I just shared with you details of 2 great events, one back in Bible days and one 16 years ago. Do you believe these 2 events happened? Were you present when any of these took place? Let me guess. You believe the one with the world record because you've seen it on YouTube, but the Lazarus story, that's a stretch for you or for some people. Well, I appreciate your honesty, but do you want to hear my answer? I believe both of them happened, 100%. The race with Bolt, I saw it on TV and I've watched that replay several times over. I didn't have to be there in Berlin, Germany. Bolt did run 9.58 seconds over the 100 meters, and he ran it into a slight headwind. Jesus did call out the dead man who was in a grave 4 days, and the once dead man came out of the grave alive. I believe it. Now, come with me. There is a verse that you know, but I am going to share it with you nonetheless. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13 and verse 8. Do you believe in miracles? I do. The same God who parted the Red Sea about 3,000 years ago, you see that story in Exodus 14 verses 1 to 31, is the same God I serve today. Oh, he is the same God who sent an angel, one angel, who shut the mouths of the lions, and Daniel was not hurt throughout the night. And for those of you who might think the lions had lost their appetite, hear this. The very next day, at the king's command, the men who had falsely accused Daniel were brought in and thrown into the lion's den, along with their wives and children. Ha ha! And before they reached the floor of the den, the lions overpowered them and crushed all their bones. Daniel 6 verses 1 to 24. Oh, one other thing. Hear what Jesus said. Very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father. John 14 and verse 12. The scripture speaks clearly. You don't believe in miracles? Think again, my friend. God has not changed. He has not revised his modus operandi. He is still in the business of doing miracles in the lives of his people. Recently, I shared a story of a miracle, and someone told me emphatically that it was a lie. Folks who don't believe in miracles are victims of the work of the devil. The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 4. Miracles are happening daily and even more frequently because God has not changed, and God is still in the business of releasing his power in people's lives in supernatural ways. God is healing sick bodies, miraculously protecting people from disasters and sicknesses. Infertile couples all over can testify how they gave birth to children through the mighty power of God. And I could go on and on. I am seeing miracles in my community, in the church I attend, and I am expecting even greater miracles from God. Let me encourage you, my friend, to believe that God can do the miraculous thing that you desire. He has not lost his power. Believe this about God, that he is able to do immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine, according to his power that is working in us. Ephesians 3 and verse 20. Today might be your day. If you need a miracle, if you want God to do something for you that you are unable to do for yourself, then pray to him. Put your faith in the miracle-working God and watch him show you great and mighty things which you don't even know of. Jeremiah 33 and verse 3. My friends, accept truth when you see one.